Yes, people, hope everyone is doing well. This week has been absolutely crazy for me. You guys may have saw it on some of my other social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram. I did post it on YouTube Shorts, to be fair. 2 days ago on Monday, we may have seen the biggest Pokemon Center drop that we're going to get all year. I thought I'd start off this video by showing you guys just how profitable it was and how much money that I made as well. So I'm currently at the home office, you can see, like I was in the last video. The Pokemon Center has been an absolute nightmare over the last 2 weeks. They've been teasing us with this drop. But finally, the Pokemon Center monitor that I've got in my server pinged us, telling us to queue up and wait for the items to come out. Just want to show you exactly what they did drop. Of course, now they are sold out, but these are the 3 items that they dropped. They dropped a Mega Evolution Phantasmal Flames booster display box, which contained 36 packs for £143. This was the big one. So they dropped a Phantasmal Flames ETB Elite Trainer box for £54.99, and then some Phantasmal Flames booster bundles for £23 as well. Now, do me a favor and just remember them prices quickly, because the profits were absolutely insane. If we come over to the success channel in the Discord, we can see what all of the other members were picking up as well. So on my first checkout, I was able to get 2 of the ETBs, 1 of the booster display boxes, and then 2 of the booster bundles, basically the max that you're able to check out per customer. And these are my sales that I put into the success channel here. So you can see I sold 1 of the ETBs for £220, bearing in mind we paid £54.99 for that. I sold 1 of my display boxes for £245. Remember, I paid £140 for that. And then I sold another ETB for £200, and then another booster display box for £234. So the ETBs, the one that we bought for £50 and sold for £200 to £220, they sold out probably within 15 to 20 minutes. The booster display boxes were actually in stock for over 2 hours, so I was able to do 2 checkouts and get 2 of them. The reason why I love Pokemon so much and reselling it is because you can sell it as a pre-sale just as soon as you pick it up. So as soon as you get that order placed on the Pokemon Center website, you can list it straight onto eBay and say that you was able to get that and list it up for the price that you want to sell it for. And because Pokemon is such a collector's game, and a lot of people would have missed out on these drops themselves, they pay up straight away. So all of these display and booster boxes that are sold for over £200, they sold literally within 20 minutes after I purchased it. So our Pokemon Center monitor pinged at 10 to 5 on Monday. By 7:30 PM on that same day, I was up £750. That's pure profit, not total sales. That's how much I made in less than 2 hours. You can see a lot of boys in the server was cooking as well. So Luke managed to sell 2 of his ETBs for £200 plus, making him a £300 profit. This guy here called Cinny sold 1 for £200 as well, £150 profit. You can see Jay was able to pick up 2 of the ETBs as well. It was absolutely insane. Made £240 for 30 minutes of work. This guy said he was up £340 profit in 2 hours. I don't want to waffle on about that too much. It's just something I thought I'd include in the video because it's something that I'm really proud of, that I was able to help a lot of my members make a lot of money on that day. I've also let everyone know about these Adidas smock jackets that are going to be coming out, Spezial ones. They're going to be retailing at £220, and you can see the eBay listings, they're already selling for £360 to £370, which is absolutely mental. So they're dropping tomorrow from when I'm filming this video on the 17th. They're coming out on the 18th. You can see I've put there, and I've even put the links to the websites of where you can buy them as well on the drop tomorrow. But we've got an absolutely insane last quarter of the year coming up, basically a good Q4. So there's going to be so many profitable drops, just like that Pokemon one, between now and the end of the year. I'm working around the clock in the minute doing research on what's coming out that's profitable. Obviously, I'm letting all the boys and girls know in the server as well. But anyway, I don't think you clicked on the video to hear me waffling on about that. A lot of people have been commenting and messaging me on TikTok and Instagram, basically saying, how do you know what to buy when you're on the Vinted monitor? And I completely understand that. So when you are starting off fresh, you may not know what to look for, or you may be seeing things that are profitable, but you're hesitating and second guessing yourself and not picking it up. Now, this is basically going to be a video where I sit on the Vinted monitor live and I pick up as much stuff as I can in a 30 to 40 minute period. Now, to anyone that's OG on the Stim Flips YouTube channel, you are going to know that I used to do these videos quite a lot. I haven't done one in a very, very long time, so I might as well bring them back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the camera up, I'm going to get a screen recording going on the computer, and I'm going to sit here and lock in and buy as much stuff as I can. I could make this into a series of when the stock does arrive as well, and I can show you me actually flipping it. But of course, throughout the whole video, I'm going to be showing you screenshots of previous sales to back up why I've picked that up. So let's say I pick up a pair of Air Max 90s for £20. I'll show you some screenshots of previous sales of where I've sold them for £50, just so you know that I am being 100% truthful and I'm not lying about what I do plan on selling these items for. So just try your best to remember what I'm picking up in this video, and keep an eye out yourself for when you're scrolling on Vinted trying to buy stock. Anyway, give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to cut the video to when I'm set up on the computer and ready to start copying. Okay, so we're now all set up, and to anyone that was wondering what the Vinted monitor looks like, you're looking at it on your screen right now. So it's basically a tool that I've got in my server, which is linked at the top of the description, by the way. I'm going to explain this the easiest way that I can. So the Vinted monitor is a tool that is scanning Vinted 24/7, scanning filters and pinging every single item that's being listed from that specific one into a server. And you can see see, I don't even need to touch anything and it's refreshing it for me. So all I need to do is sit here and look on my screen and see if anything comes up that's profitable. And when something does, I can press this little buy now button, which is here, which you're going to see me use in this video, and I'll explain why that's so good a little bit later. I'm going to do is somewhere on the screen right now, I'm going to put on a total profit counter, which is going to add up all of the profit that I do expect to make from this video. But anyways, let's get straight into it. Oh, some reverse neons just came up there. Just a little bit too expensive for me. I usually sell them for around 60 to 65 pounds. So I'm probably not going to invest 40 to 45 just to make that small profit. Okay, so some P6000s just came up here for 12 pounds all in. This is the fur green colorway, if I'm not mistaken. We've pressed fast buy on that. Let's see if we're able to get it. So you can see in the bottom right there, it does say purchase successful. You can see it brings us up to a really nice screen here, basically showing where it's going to be shipped to. By the way, this is not my address. This is a pickup point. So anyone that is probably going to be commenting that. You can press cancel order there and it will cancel the order for you if it turns out it's not going to be profitable. But anyway, let's take a look at our purchase. So these are a size UK 8, even though they've been listed as 7, which is a bonus because the bigger size, the better. Let's be honest, they have probably seen better days, but there's no heel rips on them. It doesn't look like there's any sort of pulling away on the material. But I've sold a lot of P6000s before. If you take a look at this photo that I've got on the screen right now, I actually sold a pair not too long ago for 45 pounds. They sold literally within 2 hours. I'm probably going to go a little bit less on these ones just because these ones obviously have been battered up a little bit. So we paid around 15 pounds all in for these after buyer protection fees and delivery. And I'm going to plan to sell them for 38 pounds. So I'll add 23 pounds profit to the counter. But even P6000s in general for 15 pounds all on it, even if you was buying them to wear, not saying you would, because obviously, like I say, they have seen better days. Still crazy, man. Like the stuff you actually get on Vinted is mental. Especially when you are scanning like this. There's a lot of items that I do end up keeping for myself. Okay, I'm a little bit late to this. You can see it was uploaded 4 minutes ago, but there's a Patagonia snap tee fleece that's come up here for 20 pounds. Let's see if we're able to pick that up. I've pressed the buy now button and you can see the purchase was successful. So let's take a look at that and I'll talk you through it. I paid around 24 pounds all in for it, and this is in really, really nice condition. And the colorways on these don't really matter too much. I'll put some photos up on the screen right now. I've actually sold loads of these before. I usually sell them for anywhere between 45 to 60 pounds. But if you take a look at this one that I've got here, I actually sold it for 75. And the reason why that one sold for 75 pounds is because it was one of the split tone ones, where it's one color at the top and it splits in the middle and then goes into another color. Now you can see this one here is also a split tone. So I'm going to be selling this one for around 60 pounds. Bearing in mind, we only paid 24 pounds all in for that. So that's another 36 pounds of profit on the counter. Okay, everyone, just jump into this video quickly to tell all of you about Resell Locker, which is a reselling community and server that gives you all of the tools and information that you need to start your reselling journey. And more importantly, it's been created by me as well. You get full and immediate access to Europe's fastest Vinted monitor, which is pinging items 24/7, and it has an automated feature so it can pick up stuff for you when you're on the move. And the Vinted monitor isn't just available to people that live in the UK. It's scanning and monitoring over 20 different countries spread across Europe. You get access to a number of different price guides, including shoes, clothing, electronics, you name it, we've got a price guide for it, which shows you exactly what you want to aim to be buying your items for and what you want to be selling them for as well. And they're being updated constantly as the latest trends and seasons come around. There's also a complete Nike outlet reselling guide, which contains thousands of words. It's all in one document and there's tons of photos to make it even more user-friendly. We also let you know in advance the best retail flips. We have a full guide for legit checking, as well as a full team of people who are experienced resellers, can tell you straight away whether your item is counterfeit or fake. We will also inform you on all of the best Pokemon drops that are coming out on Pokémon Center, Smith's Toy Superstores, and we can even set up monitors for them as well, so you can purchase them immediately as soon as they come out. I've also created a large number of video lessons that you can watch as soon as you join. Do weekly group calls where everyone can join and share their ideas and show us your progress. I have the ability to book a one-on-one call with me as well through the server. If you use this discount code that's on the screen right now, it's going to make your first month just £14.99. And in mind, majority of the flips that you do make these days, you are getting a minimum profit of £25 to £30. That means all you have to do is make one flip in that month you're in the server and you've doubled your investment already. And of course, if you realize at any point that this side hustle is not for you, you can cancel at any time. If you are interested in joining Resell Locker and starting your reselling journey today, make sure you click the link right at the top of the description. Anyways, let's get back to the video. So you can see we've got a lot of different filters. We've got public filters that you can use yourself, which is all of these here, which are available to people in the UK. If you're watching from somewhere else in Europe, it doesn't matter because we're actually monitoring over 20 different European countries 24/7. So if you can see your flag on the screen here, all of these at the top and any of these at the bottom, then that actually means that you are going to be able to use the Vinted monitor just like I am right now, and it runs the exact same. And of course, we have got monitors set up for them as well. well. As well as having access to all of the public channels, you guys can also set up your own private channels, where you can scan your own desired niches, categories, whatever you want to do. Nobody else has access to that, and you can tweak it and customize it to however you want. Okay, so some Nike Air Max 270s just came up here for £5. Look to be in pretty good condition. Let's see if we're able to get them. Okay, so you can see the purchase was successful on them as well. Let's take a look at them. Okay, so you can see that these are in very, very nice condition. There's a little bit of discoloration on the white mesh at the front, but the main thing that I look for is rips, pop bubbles, any damage to the actual trainers, because I know I'm going to be able to clean this up really easily with a brush. So Nike Air Max 270s in a smaller size, I usually sell them for anywhere between £18 to £26. But because these ones are actually in fairly good condition, I think I'm going to be putting them up for £22. We got them for around £8 all in. It's not the biggest profit in the world, but it's still going to be a £14 of profit. Now for me, that is still incredible, because if our initial investment is £8 and we're going to be getting £22 back, you're nearly tripling your investment there. Okay, so a grey Nike tracksuit got listed 3 minutes ago. I wasn't on the filter at the time, but I do think we're going to be able to get this because a lot of people do sleep on the tracksuits. So this is going to be, okay, so I've pressed buy now. You can see the purchase was successful. I didn't really have a doubt in my mind there. So you can see it's in very, very nice condition. There's absolutely no defects whatsoever. It is in a size small, but we only paid around £13 all in for this. I'll put some photos up on the screen right now. Nike tracksuits for me are one of the most consistent sellers all year round. Sell them for anywhere between £28 to £32, but a lot of the time I'll just list them up for 28. This will be yet again once another money doubler, another £15 of profit to whack on the counter. Nike tracksuits are probably one of my best niches and items to resell. I don't really tell a lot of people about them, so the fact I'm putting this video, you are very lucky. Some Nike Air Max 1s just came up here. Very, very nice condition, you can see, for only £10, and we was actually able to pick them up. Now, of course, these are only a small size, but look at the condition on them. They are absolutely immaculate. It literally says in the description, brand new, never worn. So with most Air Maxes in a small size, I'd usually sell them for anywhere between £22 to £26. Now, because these ones are basically brand new and they don't look like they've been worn, I think I'm actually going to list them up for £30. Now, we paid only £13 all in for them, so once again, another money doubler, and we're going to be adding £17 of profit to the counter. We've definitely come back to doing this series with a bang today. I mean, look at the total profit, and we've only been sat here for around 20 minutes now. And I know that they haven't sold yet, but I've been doing reselling for so long now that I've got no doubt in my mind that I'm going to be selling them for the prices that I'm stating. And you can even see I've put so many photos on the screen in this video backing up the fact that I do get sales at them prices. So a lot of you are probably going to be thinking while watching this video, how on earth am I going to know what to look for and what to buy it at, especially just like this guy is? A lot of you aren't going to have this base knowledge that I did going into it, but that's completely fine. And if you are one of those people that's thinking that, then I've got something for you. So in my server, I probably shouldn't be showing you this, but I've made something called a price guide. I'm going to be covering a lot of this up that's on the screen right now, because obviously it's only for people that are in my server, which is linked at the top of the description, by the way. But let me show you an example. So I just bought the Air Max 1s a minute ago, and I told you I was going to be selling them for £20 to £26 because they were in a small size. You do get access to this as soon as you join the server as well, but you can see I've got the Air Max 1s listed in here with a photo next to them as well. And I've said in a small size, which is at the top, you want to aim to buy them for £8 to £12 and sell them for £20 to £26. And if they're in a big size, you want to aim to buy them for £15 to £20 and sell them for £40 to £50. See, like I said, I can't show you this for every single item, but I've got basically every single profitable Nike shoe listed in this price guide. I've also got New Balance, Asics, Adidas. I've not just got one for trainers, I've got one for clothing as well. That one includes Nike, Patagonia, Rab, Carhartt, Ralph Lauren, literally everything. And if you follow that guide, I promise you're going to make a profit. Of course, like I said, the beauty in this game is that if you do double check the price guide afterwards and you see that you're not going to make any money from it, you can just press that cancel order button and you're going to get a full and immediate refund. You can see the Pokemon monitors going off in the bottom right there. It's always scanning 24/7 as well on every single website that does Pokemon drops. Unfortunately, I'm filming a video right now, so I can't really put too much attention into that, but I'm probably missing out on a lot of profit. But, you know, priorities. I've got to film for the YouTube. Okay, I think I'm going to aim for one more pickup, then I'm going to wrap this video up. Total profit isn't absolutely crazy, but considering we've only been sat here for about 25 to 30 minutes now, but that's what I do. I maybe just pop on for 30 to 40 minutes each day, a couple of pickups, and then wait for the items to come in and obviously get the sales. The thing is, if I was to be manually scrolling on Vinted, I really do not think I'll be able to make this much money. It's just having the ability to be able to go from Nike trainers to Patagonia and Rab to Nike windbreakers, just one click of a button, whereas on Vinted, you'd have to type it all in and reset up the filters in the search bar. The app itself is just really not reseller friendly, if that makes sense. See, that's why the monitor was created, because it's way more friendly. Okay, so a black Napa Chijiri coat just come up here in a size men's medium. There's one thing that you always need to look for when you're buying these coats, is to make sure that they have got the inner fleece. And you can see this one does, and the purchase was successful. To be fair, I'm probably going to be convinced to keep this myself. myself because I did really want to get one of these. Yeah, I mean, you can see the condition on it is absolutely perfect. So you can see right there, we paid £20 for that. I had a friend sell one of these for just over 50. So that's going to be around £24 to £25 all in. Once again, another money doubler, and we're going to be selling that for £50. So let's get another £25 of profit on the counter. So yeah, I think that's me pretty much done with buying for today. There's just a couple more things that I did want to show you before I do head off and end the video, and a couple of things that I want to talk about as well. The main thing that I wanted to show you guys real quick is that you do get full access to the monitor even if you want on a computer or a laptop. You can use it the exact same on a mobile device. Let me show you right here. See, stuff loads the exact same. You can still press the buy now button. I also just wanted to explain to you guys quickly the beauty in having this little buy now button. When you are on the standard Vinted app, you actually have to make around 5 different steps before you are able to secure and lock in a purchase. Some of you guys may know this already, but you've got to click on the item, then scroll down, select the shipping point, then press purchase. It's such a long process. Whereas with that buy now button, all you got to do is just click it once and the code will automatically pick up that item for you, and then obviously give you a confirmation message when you do. But yeah, if you do want access to this Vinted monitor and my reselling service, if you don't want to miss out on any of the drops, start Vinted reselling, speak to me personally and the whole community of people that we've got. Obviously get access to the price guides also, and so many more benefits. I'm not going to ramble on too heavy. Make sure you click the link at the top of the description. Like I said, there's not really too much more for me to bang on about right now. I'm going to get on some of these Pokemon drops that are coming out tonight and prepare for the Adidas one tomorrow. If you guys want me to carry on with this sort of content and the live buy-in videos, make sure you drop a comment and let me know. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I know exactly what video it's going to be as well, and it's going to be a banger, so make sure you subscribe to not miss it.